Well, we're glad to be back together again with you. And we had a friend who sent us a short video that really jarred me.
Mm.
And it did because, oh, the health of our children is so important
Mm.
to all parents. And we'd love to share it with you today. Bill's going to give you a bit of a rundown first, though.
Yeah, so the video was an interview with a woman named Zen Honeycutt, and she founded an organization called Moms Across America. And she got involved in this. She put this together because she was struggling, like so many mothers, with health issues with her children. She had three boys, and they all had 20 different allergy symptoms,
Wow.
each of them. And they were experiencing asthma and autism symptoms, autoimmune issues. And she realized that GMOs and chemicals in our food supply had really changed. It really changed the nature of the food we were eating. And so she went all organic.
Yay, 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 yay. That's so important.
Yeah,
So important, especially today.
yeah. Yeah, it just, it made sense to her to try changing the food supply, try changing what her kids were eating. And almost all of the health issues went away. She was saying how two out of the three boys haven't even seen a doctor for 9 years now. They're so
Oh,
healthy.
that's good. That's
Whereas,
good news.
yeah, I mean, 20 allergies and asthma and all that other stuff. So, yeah, really good news. So we've been preaching organic for a long, long time, and it just seems to us it's more important than ever. We don't like to kind of go to the negative side of, it's scary out there, but it is scary out there.
Yeah, that is the truth.
Yeah. There's more than 200 million pounds of glyphosate sprayed on crops in America every year. That's a lot. And we've shared with you before, Dr. Zach Bush, he's made a connection between glyphosate and tight junctions in our gut
Yes.
that lead to leaky bowel, which can be a real problem, which causes things like asthma and autoimmune type things. And so he did some research that showed that the waterways around the farms that use the glyphosate, basically it's in the Midwest, so they all dump into the Mississippi River. And the farther downstream you get with this water, so it's picking up more and more of the glyphosate due to the runoff from the different farms, the farther down the waterway, the higher the rates of cancer are in those communities. And unrelated to the glyphosate issue, cancer researchers looking at where cancer was occurring, they saw the same pattern of cancer occurring along these waterways. And at the mouth of the Mississippi, of the Mississippi Delta, they actually gave that area the term Cancer Alley.
Yeah.
Because cancer rates were so high. So Zach kind of made that link through his research to the relationship between glyphosate and cancer. And it's so interesting that the EPA still says there seems to be no danger to human health. And yet the World Health Organization, based on the research that it looks at, says there's a very strong likelihood that this causes cancer.
Let alone all the other conditions that
Yeah.
we're experiencing now.
Yeah. So we wanted to share that with you. There is an organization called the Environmental Working Group that every year tests the different foods that we eat for herbicides and pesticide levels. And they've come up with what they call the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen. So the Clean 15 are the foods that have the least herbicides and pesticides. And the top two in those are avocados and sweet corn. Now, that was interesting to me because I thought that corn, most of the corn grown was GMO.
Yes.
but that is not the sweet corn that we get in our stores. The GMO corn that is so prevalent today, I'm not sure if they have a GMO sweet corn, but the majority of the corn that is GMO is feed corn for the
Livestock.
and that, right. And so that's, we don't get it on the corn we eat directly, but when we eat the beef in these fast food restaurants, we're eating the results. We're getting the herbicides through them. So another reason not to eat animal products. And then the dirty dozen. These are the foods that are on the grocery shelves that have the highest levels of herbicides and pesticides. And the highest foods in those categories are strawberries, number one, spinach, number two, and number three, to our chagrin, is kale, collards, and mustard greens. So we really recommend, if you've only got so many dollars to put into organic in your food budget, take a look at this dirty dozen, and buy those in the organic bin, and take a look at the clean 15 and know that you're at least really more safe with those if they're not organic.
Well, the main thing is give up animal because you'll be healthier and your grocery bill will go way down, even eating all organic. That's one thing that I've proven time and time again.
Yeah, with our clients.
Yeah, so we can eat all organic, no problem if we cut out meat, dairy, and all the processed foods. That's where the expense is.
I know it's really raised some eyebrows in some of our clients. So we had one client in Edmonton, she had 5 kids, and they were on a tight budget. And Connie said, give it a try. And when they cut out the cheese, the dairy, and the red meat, she was feeding them, and they were all satisfied with the amount of food they were getting, the food they were getting, and she was saving money.
And it was all organic.
And it was all organic.
Yeah.
So it can be done, and we're just so delighted that we've been doing this for so long. Our mantra has been wide variety of organic, high nutrient dense whole foods for almost 40 years. And we rarely go to the doctor. I mean, we haven't seen a doctor for a health issue, maybe once or twice in, gosh, I don't know, 20, 30 years.
So recipe?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to mention the Clean 15. We'll post below that Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen, so you can have a good look at that as well. The recipe is amazing. It is some of the best tacos I have ever eaten, and it's squash bean tacos. Delicious. Simple to make. You have to prepare cubes of your squash and chop your lettuce, but that's it. The rest comes very effortless.
Yeah, it's really simple and delicious. So give it a try. You've followed us very long. Mexican is one of our favorite taste combinations, and so this was quite different because usually the Mexican is beans and corn, tortilla or something, and maybe some rice on the side. But in traditional Mexican cuisine, they talk about the three sisters, which is corn, bean, and squash. The ancient civilization there pretty much lived on corn, beans, and squash. Those were their staples. And so this adds that squash element to it. And we were surprised just what a nice addition it was. So give it a try. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again next week.